Hey there, welcome back to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. Happy to have you here. Thanks for your patience. It's been a while since I've done a reading, but I'm happy to be here. This is a reading for Leo Virgo, whose birthday is coming up soon. Hope you're doing well, actually all of you, and especially Leo Virgo, who's watching this, or cross watchers. This is going to be for beginning of August 2021 through beginning of September, but as you know, when you're watching this, it's perfect. And it is a general reading, so let's do one good shuffle here. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take it and claim it. If it does not, it's not meant for you. So that's about it. Let's just jump right in. Oh, and it is relationship reading. It does not need to be a romantic reading, although it may be. It could also be business, family, anything really, an important person on your mind or who will be in your life. So I'm going to go back to my traditional spread and let's see what's up for this early August through early September for Leo Virgo. You are in the energy of the Eight of Cups. You see your person in the energy of the Two of Swords. You feel about them, the King of Wands. Interesting, very interesting already. They are in the energy of the Nine of Swords. They see you in the energy of the Devil. The plot keeps thickening. They feel about you, the Nine of Wands. The energy between you is the Sun. Wow, this is amazing. Obstacle is Judgment. Advice is the Page of Wands. In this deck, it's the Knave. And potential outcome is the Seven of Swords, which is kind of, a shifty energy. And then underneath the deck is the King of Cups, or the King of Chalices in this deck. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords, so a mixture of happiness, abundance, but that doesn't come easily won, probably comes with some conflict. But very fascinating because you're in the energy actually of thinking about brighter horizons. You're thinking about if this is something, whether, I actually think this could very well be any kind of relationship. We're going to have to see how this unfolds. But you're contemplating if this is going to offer you the kind of level of satisfaction, say even if it's a career or if it's a relationship, if it's going to allow you the level of fulfillment, satisfaction that you need, or you're really contemplating if there's grasses that are greener or if you need to seek elsewhere for fulfillment. You see your person as the Two of Swords, so maybe they're not being definitive, maybe they're not being clear, but they're kind of going with the flow. They just also may be giving you a mixed reading because actually you do feel King of Wands for them, passionate. There's like a charismatic connection in your mind. So there's definitely, there's some passion associated with this, no doubt. The question is if there's the deeper substance, I think, or if it offers too much conflict. They're in the energy of the Nine of Swords. So whatever's going on for them, either to do with this relationship or it could just be in their life. They're in a stressful period. Nine of Swords, is right before the 10, which is the pinnacle of deep sadness, betrayal, and the 9 is just really conflicted. They're losing some sleep. It could be a bit of the dark night of the soul. I do think when it comes to this relationship, it's so odd because the person sees you as the devil, something that they can't get enough of or they're addicted to, or that they're just amazingly passionately attracted to. But they also know that it's not always good for them, is what I'm feeling. They also do feel for you, the feeling is the Nine of Wands. So it's something that it doesn't come easily. You've been around the block a number of times with this person. I don't know if it's multiple cycles where it ends and begins, or seems like it's going to end and begin, or there's some feuds or whatever. But to me, the Nine of Wands is even if you've been through troubling times with this person, they're still in it. This person is not going anywhere at this time. You may not be in the middle of a reconciliation, or there may not be a final judgment or decision around this yet, which is more of what I'm feeling, because that's your challenge. But they're still hanging in there, this person, and there's definitely an attraction. You feel the King of Wands for them. They see you as this thing they can't kind of really end or quit if they wanted to even. But I do think they're struggling right now. We're going to do some clarifying with some oracles. But, the energy between the two of you is this illumination or happiness or kind of youthful connection. So again, I feel like you go back with this person. Like you go back a ways with this person, Leo, Virgo. And there is currently still a bright spot between the two of you. Either it's passion or a connection. The advice is the Knave of Wands in this deck, which is the Page of Wands. So to me, that advice is to not, forget about the spark, or maybe to reignite a spark, or to remember that spark, or capitalize on something that inspires the two of you. Again, may not be a romantic reading. You'll know. If this is a work reading, there's definitely kind of a two-sided situation you're dealing with where there's benefits, but you don't know, again, if it's deeply fulfilling or satisfying. I think whoever you're working with as a colleague or a boss feels like they need you, or a partner in a business needs you. There's some definite bright spots or ways to capitalize on your potential business-wise, but there is some conflict associated with this. It's not all smooth sailing. The obstacle is the Judgment, so one or both of you needs deeper exploration about this to be completely clear on a decision about this relationship. Again, whether it's personal or whether it's not. It's not decided. I feel like this is like a chapter that still needs to be written. The ultimate potential, and the King of Cups is at the bottom, so this could be a leader that does have patience. You or them is expressing patience and fortitude around this relationship. So even though you're thinking about, is there something deeper or something else I should be seeking, I do feel like there's this underpinning that kind of keeps this together, and I'm not sure what exactly it is. However, the final outcome potential is the Seven of Swords. So someone is exiting the scene, maybe not even on the up and up. I don't even understand that fully. Let's find out more. So this is a really mixed bag. You see the person as being kind of conflicted. I wonder if there's another person here that's kind of sly. And you see the person that you're dealing with letting them slide. Because they're in the Two of Swords for you. Like you see them as kind of turning a blind eye to something. Or maybe you did something that was kind of... shaky and they're turning a blind eye to it. We have the Tribe for you. So it's important to really connect with your like-minded people. And Solitude. So if you need to figure something out, you may need to go off, like exactly what your Eight of Cups is saying. That you may need to take some time, go off, analyze, and seek a little bit to see what's needed here. Connect with your tribe. Go off in some solitude as well. And I'll pull one more. And, see where your passions and devotions lie. This is just like right on par with what we were talking about. Does this scenario, whether it's personal, love, career, family, work, whatever, does it offer you the fulfillment you're seeking? Or do you need to kind of assess it further? What's really interesting is there's potential for money making or partnership. There's potential for the sun, connection that is pure goodness, but it's being counterbalanced with this shady, wow, it's just a really interesting reading. It's being counterbalanced with, some of the devil emotions they have as they see you in that role, but they also have the Seven of Swords crowning your reading here. So on their side, we have big dreams, shadow work. An inner child, shadow work and inner child. Wow. Okay. So they have some goals. They have some dreams. This person definitely kind of is in the process of figuring out what they want. In order to get there, I think that your relationship, whatever role you play in their life, is a learning one for them. And they need to go deeper, do the shadow work, do the work. I don't know if they're doing it. But let's pull an energy for the two of you, because I'm a little perplexed about the Seven of Swords and the Sun. Really just different energies. What can we learn about that? we learn about that for Leo Virgo during this month coming? Well, definitely going to have to get in touch with the universe over it. Interesting. Somebody is watching, and I think I said something before about maybe there's another party. Somebody's an observer, maybe watching. This person's watching online. There could be somebody that's an observer that's mucking with this relationship. And that's the sneaky Seven of Swords energy. There's a purity here, though. There's a universal vibration energy here that can be tapped. I don't know if the timing is right now. And again, communication, universal connection. So I think it's to be seen. But during this period for you, it's going to be important to assess, dig deeper, because this is your reading, dig deeper on what the meaning of this relationship really is to you. Is it worth investing in for the long haul? You do have a purity. You do have some benefits to it for sure. Purity with the sun. This person seems like they've got a lot more going on for you that is beyond perplexing. It feels like they might have some overdoing or addictions. You kind of trigger that for them in some way. This might be a soulmate connection that triggers that for each other. But they seem to, you're doing more exploring, but they seem to have deeper work to do, like soul work, shadow work. Pull another card here. So the Nine of Air, that's exactly the position they're in. The Nine of Air is the Nine of Swords. And Judgment, which is right here, which is your obstacle. Enlightenment. Both of you need more enlightenment and digging deeper, but they're in the energy of the Nine of Swords. Exactly what's sitting here for them. So I think that your impact will not be felt at this time. They've got something they're going through. I would avoid overreaching here. But again, you're in the energy of the Eight of Cups. I don't think that's on your mind to kind of just continue to keep coming back at this person. I think you know that a certain level of assessment is important for you here. So I hope that made sense. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Like, share, and subscribe. I so appreciate you doing that. It keeps me motivated, of course, but it also helps the channel. And I thank you for being here. Have a great month, and I will see you soon.